What's going on, everybody? DeVore and Banks of America. Hopefully, G Money will join us sometime in the near future. This is the Not for Debate podcast. We are live on Facebook and YouTube. Be sure to go ahead and hit that like button, subscribe button, and most definitely share. You can also listen to us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and all other major streaming platforms. Banks, the original team is back together again.
Yeah, man. Like I said earlier, bro, I could be in a situation where it's like I got, this is kind of like this shows like my baby mama. You know what I mean? Like I have to be able to come back and nurture her because we have a kid. From time to time she wants me to lay with her and all the good stuff, all the pleasure, whatever the word is. Pleasantries or whatever the word is. Whoever can fix that word for me, what's up. But yeah, I know it's been a while, everybody. Like I said, I've having a lot of different things going on behind the scenes. Like I said, I have another show that I'm working on, that I have called My Brother's Keeper. But I'm happy to be back in the building, ready to do what I always do, and that's win. What's good, brother? How you been, bro?
Another day in COVID. You know what we do.
Right, man.
Hustle in silence.
Right. I know we talked earlier offline about what were we talking about earlier? About, vacationing and all that stuff.
Right.
So hopefully we're able to do that. We can hook up, and I would like to come to Maryland because last time you came to Miami, but as you said, Maryland has nothing going.
Yeah, there's nothing to do in Maryland. So why would you want to do that? I think, to be honest, the original plan was better. Which, by the way, here comes G Money. G Money was good.
What's up, fellas? Man? What's up, y'all?
What's going on? But yeah, as I was saying, like, I ain't never been in. Well, to be honest, I really haven't been outside of Maryland. Miami was probably. I've been to Miami 5 times now? 5 times?
Yeah, man. I mean, you balling, man. Not everybody can afford it. Not everybody can afford to come to Miami as frequent as you can. I mean, I don't know. You got a piano in your house. I mean, I listen. I could have swore, and again, this is not throwing my weight around or anything, but I could have swore we sat down and we came up with this together. But it looks like you're reaping all the benefits, bro. So ESPN, if you guys are paying this guy under the table, I'll be very offended.
It's all a previous. It's all a previous life. That's all it is. It's all a previous life.
What up, chat? What's going on YouTube? What's going on Facebook? Wherever else we're streaming from right now. Don't forget, everybody, like, comment, and subscribe. If you haven't already done so, we appreciate you guys. I've seen the subscriber count has been going up quite a bit too. So
yeah, shout out to the people that's just subscribed, or everybody that has subscribed. I did want to throw out a little warm up debate with a non-spoiler, if you will. Has everybody watched the Justice League Snyder Cut yet?
Oh, I haven't watched it yet. I haven't watched it. Yo, Banks said it was a good review.
Oh my God! Come on, G Buddy, you gotta keep up, bro. Gotta keep up.
I know.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty much the same movie. It's just different. It's directed different. That movie was fantastic, bro. Like I unlike Coming to America 2, they did this movie right. They did this movie some justice. Coming to America 2, I'll voice that. That movie sucked in my opinion. But I realized that me as a person, my opinions aren't always the same as everybody else's, and that's what I just love about me, because I'm going to say what I want to say, and it's either going to be respected or not.
Well, look, let me ask you something. As far as movies, just movies in particular, DC has not historically been great with movies.
Well,
so you're telling me that? Go ahead.
Well, wait. I'm sorry to cut you off so early in your stance, but the last few DC comic movies have been pretty good. When you think about When you think about the first Wonder Woman,
Yeah, that was good.
Wonder Woman 2 sucked.
Yes,
When you think about Shazam, Shazam was great. When you think about Aquaman, that was a good movie. So they got it right 3 consecutive films up into the most recent release with Wonder Woman, which I don't know. I don't even know what the direction they were trying to go with the Wonder Woman movie. And then they, did Snyder Cut. So I mean, they got something. They have it with this Snyder Cut movie. They have a direction. That's what I think.
Okay.
They got a direction now. It's like they know where they're going now. So
That's good because Batman versus Superman was trash, and the
Yeah.
Justice League movie before the Snyder Cut was trash too.
right.
And I didn't like Shazam. Shazam was corny to me. I didn't like
Yeah,
it.
I didn't like Shazam either. I fell
What?
asleep watching
Y'all the
that
first
movie.
you ever heard say that.
No.
It was too kiddie as far as like the
I mean, that's
theme.
Shazam.
But my
That's
thing
true.
is like the theme of DC as far as what Zack Snyder was pushing for was a dark theme. And then for you to have a light character as Shazam, the cheesiness of the movie, it just did not go well for what was
It
going
kept it real
on.
to the comics because that's how Shazam is in the comics. He's a child. He's a kid. He's a child
He's a
superhero.
kid,
So I
bro.
get it, but I just
Yeah.
didn't like it. Like it didn't hit me. Like
Now, to G Money, I will say this about the movie. I honestly think it's a totally different movie compared to what they came out in 2017. And I say that because there was a lot of plot holes in that 2017 version where the average DC fan couldn't comprehend. And I would probably say I'm borderline geek and average fan in that particular area.
borderline.
I'm borderline.
Okay.
So I'm like typical fan, geek. You know what I'm saying? Like right there, like in between.
No, well, me as geek.
Yeah, me
And
too. But not so much
yeah,
for DC.
fan.
More from Marvel. Yeah.
I'm a fan of all of it. I want all of them to be prosperous, bro, personally.
So
Because what I
go
love
ahead.
about it is the fact that the Snyder Cut is the direction that all DC films should be. Because like I was telling somebody recently, majority of all the DC, the lore of their comics, if you actually pay attention, they have a very dark background to it.
Yeah.
And they kind of kept it. What made the Snyder Cut was so different is the fact that they kept it dark, especially when you think about the movie, the Joker movie, and how dark that was. And then now it's like, to me, you kind of expect all the DC films moving forward to show, besides Wonder Woman and all that stuff. You need
Yeah,
to
but
show
see,
that
that's the
darkness.
thing. The Batman movies have always most of the time been great. It's just the other properties like Green Lantern sucked.
Yeah.
I didn't like the Superman movie with the guy with the airplane. I forgot his name. The one in the mid 2000s. Remember with Kevin Spacey played Lex Luthor. That movie was trash, terrible. You remember?
Yeah.
I
That
didn't
was
even
trash.
watch
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, that was
So
that was garbage.
yeah. So I've always been a fan of Batman more than DC. But now I'm
Batman's my
trying to.
favorite hero. Period. That's
Yes. Yeah.
Now, as far as like moving forward, I could see what Zack Snyder was trying to do as far as the image, as far as pushing the next movies out. Now, it's going to be interesting what they decide to do moving forward because all these guys decided to opt out of their contracts. Didn't Jason Momoa, Aquaman, he opted out of his contract. Ben Affleck opted out. Now you got the dude from Twilight, he playing Batman. Henry Cavill, he opted out. I could have sworn they was in discussion of bringing on.
They're trying to bring him back.
Michael B. Jordan as Superman at one point in time. So I don't know where they're going with that.
They ain't trying to have no chocolate man in tights in a movie, man.
Come on now.
They ain't trying to.
But see, that's the difference between Warner Brothers and Disney. Disney, they pretty much have their characters locked up, and everybody has a contract, and it just seems like they're more like people are more willing to work with Marvel than to work with DC
because they have vision. They have vision.
Yeah. Right.
DC, it just seems like it's so crazy to me how DC has been making movies longer than Marvel has, and they don't have it together. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, you think about it, it's just like being in a bad relationship, bro. Sometimes you can stay committed to something for so long until it's, you realize, oh man, this is not where it's going. But I'm like I said, the direction that they're headed right now in terms of the film itself, I mean, I like what we have. Hopefully they can You know, they're actually talking about bringing Zack Snyder back on some of the future films. I know for sure more than anything they owe us another Green Lantern. Like, just point blank period. They gotta give us a Green Lantern.
And with Hal Jordan, the Black Green Lantern, I want him as a Green Lantern.
So, I mean, whatever. I mean, they could, you know, because I don't think Ryan Reynolds did bad as a Green Lantern. It's just the movie sucked. Like
I ain't even watched that movie to be honest.
But they owe us a Green Lantern and they owe us a Robin movie. They have to give us something like the origin of Robin, like how, you know what I mean? They have to do that. Like it can't always be about Batman.
What about Batman Beyond? What about Batman Beyond? What about Batman Beyond?
No, I don't want no Batman. I don't want no more Batman films. I want them to start focusing on the additional characters. I want them to start doing something with Nightwing or Robin, something like that. Something
Teen
where
Titans.
Actually, you know, and then we can get kind of back into Batman. But we need to give Robin some love because Robin actually has an interesting story too. If you follow it, like he has a pretty I'm all over
first
Batman,
one,
bro. Like
the first one, Dick Grayson.
Right. I know a lot about, and I feel like they should bring back the Killing. Like, you know, they brought in, like, they kind of make the Killing Joke kind of like a live film.
Yeah, that would be awesome.
It would be hard though because you can't. That movie was great in terms of animation. So if you gotta, you know, it's hard going from animation to
real life, especially killing babies.
Yeah. Killing Joke was that was awesome.
That was awesome.
That was dope.
I never seen that movie either.
Oh,
you never seen that movie? You got to watch it. I think it's on Netflix.
It's called what?
The Killing Joke.
The Killing Joke.
You got to watch
The Killing Joke. You got to watch it. Yeah.
It's
animated.
Yeah.
It's pretty much Batman and the Joker going back and forth the entire movie.
Let me tell you something. Oh, go ahead, Bex. Go ahead. Sorry.
No, go ahead, bro.
No, I was just gonna say DC animated is fucking amazing. It's amazing. They do a great job. They do. I don't know why they can't translate that into the, real life.
Different writers, bro. Different writers.
I got the HBO Max app, and there's a whole bunch of DC animated movies that I want to watch. I think the one I'm trying to work on right now is probably the Batman. It's kind of like a spin-off of the Red Hood. What's that one called?
Under the Red Hood? Wait,
remember that Under the Red Hood movie came out like early in the 2010s sometime?
Yeah.
And they just dropped another one. It's called The Batman.
I know what you're talking about. I think I watched it the other day.
One?
The Family something.
No.
Like
the family
Blood or something like that.
You talking about with Damien?
Yeah, with Damien. What's it called?
Yeah, I don't know the name of it, but I saw that. That was dope too.
That was dope.
Okay, yeah, I've been meaning to watch that one. It's literally saved on the list as a movie to be watched.
You're not gonna miss DC like G Money just said, bro. DC is not gonna miss with animated films. Like when you compare DC to Marvel's animated film, it's not even close.
It's not even close.
DC is never gonna get it wrong animated wise. Because like I said, they keep it true to whatever. It's kind of dark in a way. Like they stick to the true nature and the adaptation of the actual comic. Like so.
And you know what helped Batman to get even more popular? That show through the 90s, Batman animated series. That show was amazing. That show was great.
Right.
You remember that show back in the day? Yeah.
Right.
He said
Batman animated series is probably one of the best animated shows ever. Like that's
1,000.
I still watch it to this day. Whenever I'm bored of the crib and I ain't got nothing going, I'll just turn on animated on my Fire Stick, and then I watch it.
All right. Excellent warm-up debate. I guess we can kick this off with the NBA trade deadline. Any thoughts, predictions before tomorrow's trade deadline, which is 3 p.m. Eastern time?
LeBron going back to Cleveland, man. No, I'm playing.
That would be funny. LaMarcus and what's his name? DeMar DeRozan. Sorry, DeMar DeRozan. I think those are the two covenant. I'm not sold on Victor Oladipo. I think he's ever since his injury, he hasn't been the same. Like I'm not really sold on him. I know he's the most covenant. Oh yeah, Victor. He's not. He's doing this now because he got injured. That's why, not because he sucks. It's because he's injury. But I think that LaMarcus and DeMar DeRozan, they can help a team. As far as what team, I try to be unbiased because I'm a Heat fan.
I would think Oladipo going to Miami would be a good move if that was happening.
I was
I
thinking
don't think so.
Oladipo coming to LA probably would have been the better move.
Nah, to who? The Clippers.
Which
or the Lakers?
LA? Which LA?
The
Yeah,
Lakers, the Lakers.
Nah, I don't think.
yeah, I can see that. I can see that.
Come on now, no LeBron, no Anthony Davis.
LeBron wants shooters around him. He needs consistent knockdown shooters. That's what LeBron wants because he wants the lane to be able to drive and get to the basket and finish. If Oladipo doesn't have a consistent jump shot for you to be out there with him at a 3-point line, nah, that's not happening.
Well, Wade wasn't a consistent jump shot. He was.
But
He just needs another wing player.
Leave?
Yeah.
Who are you? Like, this is my team. You know what I mean? Him coming to LA is different than LeBron coming to Miami. That it doesn't matter what LeBron would have said. LeBron, you're not gonna. And plus, like LeBron holds Wade to a high regard. Like, because he always says that's his big brother. So he's gonna set Wade with everything, even his non-consistent. And it's not like Wade couldn't shoot threes because he could shoot threes when he wanted to. It's just that wasn't his game. He didn't.
But my thing is, I think he needs another wing player, wing defender, and a wing shooter. So yeah, Victor wouldn't work out.
I don't think Wade defender.
I don't know. There's just the free agency, a trade deadline this year is just it's not really exciting. There's nothing that nothing that excites me right now.
Right, yeah. And a lot of people aren't going to be because it's actually everybody pretty much has a shot for the most part. Like it's been very widespread in terms of the talent level. It's all over the place right now. Like you don't. One team is like at one point Utah was the best team, and then the Clippers are gaining. You know what I mean? The
Suns are playing much better.
Yeah, Atlanta Hawks have been playing a lot better. They've been starting to make noise in the East. So I mean, you really can't say like you know what I'm saying. Like it's tough.
Boston Celtics have been horrible this season,
right.
And if there was a free agent, like I think that LaMarcus would be good for them. I think they miss Horford. I think Al Horford was big for them as far as just hitting open shots and just being a veteran player,
veteran leader,
yeah. And I don't think LaMarcus has that leadership, but he can hit shots and help them. Like I think LaMarcus to the Celtics would be a good fit, maybe.
Yeah, I think with Boston right now too, though, I think Boston is just in a situation where it's kind of like they need some excitement. I mean, you got two guys that you know are not going nowhere for sure. And that's Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum. They're not going nowhere at all. Boston's already told everybody you can forget about any offers towards. It's going to take something fantastic. Which, when you think about all the good players, they're kind of on the older side of their careers, like the Damian Lillards, the LeBrons, the KD. It's going to take those type of players to get those guys. And Boston not coming up off Brown or Tatum.
Oh, no.
So
no, that's not going to
happen. Marcus Smart is somebody that's been on the trade block from what I read today earlier. Marcus Smart.
What would you give for Marcus Smart, though?
I mean, it's the NBA. You can always get something in exchange. Like you can, for what I'm hearing,
something valuable.
Right. For what I'm hearing, Boston is in talks with Orlando about bringing in Aaron Gordon. Aaron Gordon and
requested a trade. Yeah,
Evan Fournier for a couple of draft picks and Marcus Smart.
I think that's awesome. I think that would be a good trade because I think Marcus Smart. He's great. He's good, a good defender, but that his time is run out in Boston.
Boston, even getting a big man that can actually play the center position. Maybe they can go after Vucevic from Orlando.
They're not getting Vucevic.
Or
Andre
Drummond. Andre Drummond. He might get bought up by the Cavaliers. Yeah, so you never know.
Yeah, but he's not. He don't have he doesn't have a post game that you would kind of. The Boston needs somebody that can dominate the paint because they have everything else around them is talented. Like they got scorers everywhere. They just need somebody to get down there and bang. And I think
so. LaMarcus
is great. LaMarcus. Yeah, but I mean, I don't know, man. LaMarcus is averaging 16 points a game or something like that. Like I guess you could just that's good enough when you ain't got to be the man no more. Like he's on his inside of his career, so he's not a 20-point per game scorer like he used to be. I don't think that's in him anymore.
So what I've also heard about the Clippers, Reggie Jackson for Lonzo Ball, and some other pieces. Yeah, I heard that too. I actually like that trade. I think that would be good.
What are the other pieces?
I don't know. I don't know the details of it, but I just think from what Reggie Jackson's had a bad year, and he's not really been playing well, and they've been talking about Lonzo Ball coming to the Clippers. I think it's some draft pieces, but that's what I saw as well.
I mean, to be honest though, as it relates to Reggie Jackson, let's be honest, bro. Like what has Reggie Jackson really done besides that 1 or 2 seasons he was in Detroit? And that's because they didn't have anybody at the guard spot.
Mm-hmm.
You know, what has Reggie Jackson? Even if you look at his numbers, he didn't shoot the ball very well. Like it's like Reggie. I feel like Reggie Jackson was one of those people that's just like he's got talent. You know, they keep him around because he can turn it on defense from time to time. But like, bruh, like Reggie Jackson is the equivalent of Patrick Beverly to me. Like, and you see it's not working in LA. Like, because they're the same players in a way. They don't make great. They don't take good shots. They don't make good shots. All they do is just play defense, but that hinders the team because the success of Kawhi Leonard has always been due to a good point guard. When you think about the year Kawhi won with the Raptors, he had Kyle Lowry, who was at that time Kyle Lowry was playing some really good basketball.
And Fred VanVleet,
And Fred VanVleet. And then you go back to San Antonio. We already know what he had in San Antonio with Tony Parker, NBA Hall of Famer. You know what I mean? So Reggie Jackson and Patrick Beverly ain't gonna get it done. Nah.
But which one are you
the wingspan though?
I mean, wingspan ain't got nothing to do with it if you're not putting the ball.
I'm talking about if you pull that Lonzo Ball trade. Look at the wingspan.
Oh yeah, Lonzo. Who's at the 2? I guess Paul's at the 2, and the Kawhi at the 3. Yeah, man. That's
like that defense is going to be crazy.
Yeah, but I don't think Clippers let me down last year. I'm waiting for them to make some noise, man. I still haven't even seen them. I'm waiting for them to go on like a ridiculous win streak. I just ain't seeing it, bro. I don't feel like it's gonna work. I feel like Kawhi is gonna play and get his way out of there because
I think his attitude is different. I'm not saying he's a baby, but I don't know. He just too nonchalant. It's okay to be cool, but you're just too cool. Like you don't have no passion at all. You don't care about losing. Like losing doesn't hurt. Listen, if you're a great player, if you lose, it's supposed to fucking hurt. So that way you come back next year and just ball the fuck out. And he came back this year and just okay, same shit. It's like, bro, you're not gonna win no championship with that. Like, what's wrong with you, man?
Right. Maybe that's just not his personality though. There's somebody else you got to bring in there to be that type of personality.
And Paul George was the wrong partner. He was the wrong partner.
I agree, 1,000%. I love Paul George to death, but he's definitely not that guy to rally the troops. If you get what I'm saying,
right?
Because Kawhi, he's gonna show up. Well, if he gonna show up, you don't know if he will show up. Excuse me.
Oh Lord.
So with LeBron and AD out right now, you don't think that the Clippers? I want to be careful how I say this because I'm not a believer in the Clippers either. At some point in time, I feel like the Clippers are pretenders. But do you think the Clippers have a chance of coming out of the West?
No.
Even with LeBron, like let's say it's not gonna happen, obviously, but let's say they don't come back, LeBron and Anthony Davis. They still can't beat Denver. I don't think they can beat Utah. Well, yeah, they can't beat Utah and Denver. Like they would have to get past those 2 teams, and it's not happening. I just don't see it. They could beat the Suns. They could beat the Mavericks. Who else is in there? The Clippers. Yeah, you don't think so? You don't think so?
Yeah, hell yeah, they could beat the Suns.
Bro. Listen,
I don't think. Go ahead, Banks.
Listen, I was very hard on the Suns when they went out to CP3. I was on Facebook talking about it. When the Suns went out to CP3, I was kind of like, man, what the hell are they doing? CP3 is wise, bro. Have y'all seen the Suns play ball this year?
Yeah, man. They've been playing well.
Listen. I think the Suns will even give the Lakers a run. I'm not saying they'll beat them. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying, especially if LeBron's healthy and AD's healthy, you're not stopping that. But if I had to be honest, it could maybe push it to 6. You know, depending, because Chris Paul ain't finna come out there and get swept. He got too much pride, and he's a general. And then they got players that can shoot and put the ball in the net, bro. Like they can play. They
got a squad.
Perfect balance. They can play good defense. They can hold you to 100, and they can also put up over 100. Like that's a good team this year, bro. Like for real. Like if you look at
what about Utah?
Utah too, same thing. They can put the ball in the hoop and they can play defense. When you listen, what I love about the league right now is you can see where the team ball is actually being and put in play. Like the team ball is actually being where it's at. Unless even unless it's Brooklyn, I mean, you could just pick whoever you want to ball out that night, I guess. But everywhere else, you got team ball. Like people are, they're working together. Utah is the perfect definition of team. Like they're working together. Like any given night, Utah is a lot like Gonzaga. Like if you watch Gonzaga play, Gonzaga has everybody on the floor can go off, except for Utah, except for Rudy Gobert. He's not a scorer, but everybody else can go off.
But I think that would hinder them. The fact that he's not a scorer, I think that might hinder him because you might have to play against Joker. You might have to play against Anthony Davis. You might have to play against Porzingis if he ever comes back. So I think him not scoring is going to hinder them. So that's why I can't see Utah coming out of the West. I can see Denver. Obviously, the Lakers are the number one choice. If the Clippers can avoid certain teams, maybe, but that's about it. But as far as the East, I know everybody's picking the Nets, but I like Philly. Like if Joel Embiid is healthy, who's gonna guard him? Who's gonna guard him? If you double him, they got Steph. They got Steph Curry.
7 games with a healthy KD, bro. You can forget it.
Listen,
bro. I'm gonna be honest with you, bro.
I feel you on that.
One thing we have to remember is in the playoffs, the shit is 7 games, bro. Like
I know. Yeah,
you have to do it. Listen, all you need is 4. All you need is 4, but it can take 7 to get that 4.
Yeah.
Listen, hey, I don't like it.
I just like Philly as a challenge. I think they can, but you don't think they can beat them at all?
No, I don't think Philly got a shot.
They got a shot.
I don't think Philly got a shot.
Now,
I think Philly could probably win 1 game, 2 games, maybe, but they don't have enough, bro. Like,
bro, check this out, though. Check this out. This dude went 16 for 16 in the All-Star game, shooting threes. I don't know what it is, but maybe Giannis has made that turn. This dude is balling. Have you watched him lately? Giannis is balling even more than last year.
That's all fine.
You still don't see it?
I want to see it in the playoffs.
Listen,
you
that's
see the
all
playoffs?
fine
Okay.
and dandy. That's all fine and dandy. What's his free throw percentage?
It sucks. It's like
then. So they're not going nowhere because all Miami did was put his ass on the free throw line and they lost. You can have 30 points, but if you're in the free throw line 22 times, you're only making 6. You're a detriment to your team. Like you don't have who are you? I don't care who you are. You could be LeBron James. If you're going 6 for 22 at the free throw line, your team is going to lose because those are free points that you're giving up. Put it this way: if you go 6 for 22 for the free throw line, chances are you're going to have to make at least because again those are free points. All right, always remember that. Right. You're going to have to score almost double from the field to make up those points. Think about it. So, and I'm gonna let Giannis shoot. Like, okay, keep shooting, bro. Like, you're not going to 7 games. Go ahead.
So shoot. It's a lock for Brooklyn. It's a lock. There's just nobody.
I think it's a lock. I think Brooklyn's for sure.
I give Philly a shot. I'll give Philly a shot. But it also depends on Joel Embiid's durability too.
Okay, percentage-wise, exactly. See, now you're naming all this other stuff, and even listen this way.
Yeah, but Kevin Durant ain't healthy. He's not healthy either. You never know. He might not be healthy.
But that's fine. That's perfectly fine. Even if Kevin Durant's not healthy,
they can still win.
Lose Embiid. This is how big Embiid's role is. If the Sixers lose Embiid, they're done. There's no shot. Even with Brooklyn, the KD go down, you still got James Harden, Kyrie, Blake Griffin. There's rumors about LaMarcus Aldridge joining it. Bro, come on, bro. Like, what? Joe Harris. Like, you still got shooters. Like, bro. I don't know, bro. I don't want to I don't want to get too cocky because the Clippers humbled my ass last year. I was super cocky. The Clippers were. But if the Nets don't make it to the damn finals this year, bro, I don't even want to watch basketball anymore. It's rigged.
So they got to make it and win it, or they just got to make it to the finals?
They don't have to win it.
No?
They just need to make it. Because I told you that early on Facebook when it happened. I'm not even expecting them to win the finals. I still think now this is gonna sound weird.
Here we go. I already know.
Let me this is gonna sound weird because everybody thinks I hate LeBron, but I don't. But I still think with the right moves and a healthy AD, I said, the Lakers is gonna repeat with a healthy AD. If AD not healthy, the Lakers not repeating. I'm gonna say that again. I don't care how well LeBron James plays. LeBron needs AD healthy. If he ain't healthy, wrap it up.
He might not even get out. He might not even get out the West if AD is not healthy. I don't know. Like I don't know how much longer LeBron can keep doing this. Like he might be just good enough to get them to the finals, but to win, he needs AD.
What
He needs
seed? What seed without AD? What seed would it?
Six
With
at best.
six at best.
six,
Yeah,
yeah,
5 or 6.
yeah.
Yeah, 5 or 6. And they better hope it's that because the West is so crowded right now. They better hope. The only thing that's not crowded in the West right now is the Houston Rockets. We already know what's up with them.
Oh, they're
Oh
done.
my God!
Oh,
They
they're
just won. They just won the other night, but that's after 20 losses in a row.
And look, we didn't even mention the Memphis Grizzlies yet. We didn't even say nothing about the Grizzlies. Like, come on, bro. Like, and the
They ain't
Grizzlies
ready
getting
yet.
better.
They ain't ready yet.
Did y'all see that dunk last night from John Morant?
Yeah, man.
Mm-hmm.
Boy, that boy alley oop with his left hand. Like, what? What? That is crazy, boy.
I got something though. I got something before we go.
What's up?
I think it's time to break up CJ and Dame Lillard. They need to separate. That's not working. That's like the West Coast version of John Wall and Bradley Beal. They need to break it up. That's all. That's all.
I would have gave John Wall and Bradley Beal another season before I would have broken
Man,
up.
I wanted that to work so bad, man. I love John Wall so much, bro. Oh my God. But
me too.
dang, man, I hate that it didn't work, bro. I wanted to watch because I felt like Washington was actually building a pretty. It's just unfortunate because that Washington reminds me of the D Rose situation. Like you can see it, bro. Like Washington. Okay, with a healthy John Wall, with Bradley Beal, boy, man, they got. And it's just.
They was just one piece away, to be honest with you. If John Wall would have stayed, they was one piece away. I feel like if they would have added a big man, they would have been good.
Yeah, John Wall's playing pretty well this year. Like he's not playing bad.
And Bradley Beal was playing well too, up until recently. But yeah, he's still balling.
That's because he wants out. Why he's not going to play hard, especially if given the fact they're not going to trade him and his team's not even going to the playoffs. He's going to try to salvage himself into the offseason because I don't think we're going to see Bradley Beal in a Washington jersey next season. That's just me personally.
Yeah, he might go to the Lakers.
Whomever, Lakers, whoever.
Oh boy! Oh boy! Oh boy! All right. Main topic of discussion probably throughout the course of the all season, even probably going into the NFL draft. Houston Texans Deshaun Watson's lawsuits. 16 lawsuits have been filed against the Texans Deshaun Watson, alleging sexual assault and inappropriate conduct during massages. G Money, I know we kind of touched on this conversation backstage. I'm just going to go ahead and let you speak your mind on that.
I got to be careful what I say because, I don't want us to get in any trouble.
Yeah, please. Because we can't afford a lawsuit, bro.
You can see that this is clearly a setup and a blackball attempt, just like they did with Kaepernick. I mean, you don't hear nothing, and all of a sudden, the guy requests the trade, and then all this is coming out. Now, it could be some truth to whatever the situation is, but I just think that it's the setup. I think that there's bad history with the Texas owner. I just think that because he wants out and because they don't want to get rid of him, they want to keep him. But he doesn't want to be there anymore. So, okay, we're going to blackmail you. We're going to blackball you. We're going to make sure you can't get a job in the league. It happens. They did it to Kaepernick. They did it to many other players. It's just very unfortunate that it's happening again and that this type of stuff continues to happen in our society. It's terrible. That's all.
Banks?
Man. Yeah, that's a very, very sticky situation, bro. Because I was talking to DeVore earlier before we got onto the show. There's been some stuff through the defense attorneys that are saying they have significant evidence proving that Deshaun was inappropriate. Part of me doesn't want to believe it because we're talking about the guy that was compared to Michael Jordan. That's a lot. That's a very big. Wow. I mean, I don't think I've ever heard anybody else get compared to Michael Jordan and kind of live up to it. But I hope it ain't true. just because I'm a huge Deshaun Watson fan. I love Deshaun Watson. I actually was one of his biggest advocates when he was coming out of the league, coming out of the college and whatever. I felt like, he should have got that number 1 pick in the draft spot. And he didn't get it, which I thought was just ridiculous. But I like to believe that a person with that exhibits those type of behaviors, they would at least have a pattern of something. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if I heard this about Jameis Winston. You know what I'm saying? Because there was already stuff there on Jameis Winston as it dealt with women. You know what I mean? And again, I'm not going to comment too much on it because of whatever. But as it relates to Deshaun Watson, like I said, I feel like if it was something, we would have heard a lot more about it prior. But with respect to the people that are coming out accusing him of inappropriate, behavior, hopefully it's not true. If it is true, and it comes out to be where it's true, then that's really unfortunate, and Deshaun should be dealt with if that's true. He should be dealt with accordingly, because you can't do those types of things. Again, if this was Ben Roethlisberger, I wouldn't be surprised because there's a track record there. For me, these type of people exhibit existing behaviors. It's like a pattern. We have never, ever, ever heard anything about Deshaun Watson as it relates to women. Does it make him perfect? No. He's a bachelor. He's single. He's not married. He's living his life. He's rich. I'm pretty sure he's living his life, and as that means, it comes with all the territory. I mean, we got broke people out here living their life, and just imagine what would happen if they got millions like he had. I mean, he can have any woman he wants, like me. But I'm just saying, I hope it isn't true. But respect to the people that are accusing him. If it is true, then that is very, very sad, and I'll be very ashamed of Deshaun if that is true. But I'm not gonna say whether I believe it or not because I don't want to disrespect anybody. But we'll see. We'll have to see how this all plays out in the court of law. Hopefully.
And
Mhm.
and you know what? I just want to say one thing. I agree with you. If this situation is true and everything they're saying is true, then it is unfortunate and he should be punished. He should, if it's true.
Right. Yeah, and that's kind of tough because even like on a personal level, like I was even accused of something like that by somebody. Just sharing that with y'all. And it's to be accused of something like that is ugly, bro. Like, cause that follows you, bro. Whether he's gonna be guilty or not, bro. Like, it still follows you. People still look at you because that was out there in the world. Like, oh, you're inappropriate with women and stuff like that. When I got the information, when I heard that, that what happened with me, I was embarrassed. I was embarrassed. I was disgusted, and I know for sure nothing even happened. But the depths that women take to get their point across and trying to be seen and whatever. Again, I mean, this is not attacking anybody or anything like that, but it's just being honest because from a personal experience, like ever since then, when it comes down to any relations with any women, I make sure that it's consensual for sure, bro. Like I got text messages or whatever. Like I keep all record because I don't want nobody trying to, label me as a this or whatever because that's bro. I don't even know what even gets into people's mind to even accuse somebody of that, bro. Like, but who knows, bro? We talking about a black man with a lot of money and a lot of white women. Because apparently most of them were white women. I mean, I hope that teaches a lesson too.
Yeah.
And snow bunnies, man. Nothing against the snow bunnies. I mean, I'm just keeping it real. Nothing against the snow bunnies. But hey, man, gotta be. You can't be sticking your Johnson everywhere, bro. Keep that pecker in his box.
Gotta be careful. Gotta be careful.
I'm gonna look at this at both sides of the spectrum, right? Now, as far as we're 16 lawsuits right now. My biggest issue with this is none of these women went to a police station and filed a police report. That's number one. Again,
well, and their defense on that, while we're on it, their defense on that is and again, not to be insensitive or anything like that, but it's gonna say I was in fear.
16 though,
bruh. I'm telling you what's gonna happen. They're gonna get up in that courtroom and they're gonna cry them tears. And they're gonna weep and weep and weep and weep and weep and weep. And they're gonna say, I didn't say anything because I was afraid. I'm telling you, bro.
But that's my thing though. 16, not one have filed a police report.
But that's why it's so unbelievable. Like that story is
they said the same thing about Cosby.
Give me one though.
About Cosby.
See, but Cosby had some history about him. So that's different. You didn't hear anything about Deshaun, so it's like
now looking at it that part, as far as not one filed a police report, that's one part of it. But looking at the Deshaun Watson part, as far as him being at fault, he put himself in them type of situations. Like we talk about, my man is reaching out on Instagram. I got an Instagram. I don't know if y'all got an Instagram. How do you do that? How do you do that? How do you do that? I don't know how to do that.
I don't have no Instagram. Don't want it. I've never had an Instagram page. I've never had a Snapchat. I've never had a TikTok. The only thing you're going to ever catch me on is two things: Twitter and Facebook. That is it. And even then, I'm not on Facebook in anybody's inbox. I'm not in anybody's inbox. Oh, hey, baby, what's good? I don't do none of that, bro, because I'm a fond believer of what's going to happen is going to happen. It's out of my control. If I end up getting with somebody, we hook up and have sex, then whatever. I haven't had sex since December. And the last person I had sex with in December, I unfortunately don't want to reveal that, but I'm looking back on it now. I wish I wouldn't have done it. But I'm not even, no. You have to have some type of restraint, bro. Like, you don't think I wish I was laying with a woman right now? Of course I do. Like, I mean, come on, I still got needs. But at the end of the day, I'm not going to sacrifice my freedom and my liberty and be all in people's inbox, risking a chance, because I look at myself as a public figure now. I have a podcast that I'm doing now, which is this. I also have a show that I'm running called the My Brother's Keeper Show. And I know with success comes sacrifice and consequence. Unfortunately, they work hand in hand. I'm sure there's going to be a bunch of people 10 years from now, if any of these shows happen to blow, and they're going to be like, what Bank said. And we're going to have to go to court and spend a lot of, and that's my problem with the court thing. You got to go to court. You got to spend all this money. You got to, I hope if it's not true, Deshaun files a countersuit and teaches those people a lesson.
Hold on. I got another
cases though. That's 16. Go ahead, G-Man.
I'm sorry, Vor. I got another. How do you, if all this comes out and it's not true and it gets over and gets dealt with, how are you as Deshaun Jackson can still play for that team? I couldn't play for that team. I don't care if I'm under contract.
Out of there, then. There's no way. I'm out of here for sure. Because you can, bro. Yeah. We're talking about Texas, bro.
Yeah. I feel you on Texas. Yeah.
Hey, listen. No disrespect to my white people out there. I love y'all, but we talking about Texas, bro.
Yeah.
Can you imagine what he's going to hear when he walks out of the stadium and onto the field? Boy, man, look. It ain't, like I tell people, it ain't easy being a colored man in this America, bro. He's gonna hear it,
especially if you got money and you
right. He gonna hear it. He gonna hear it. He gonna hear it. He gonna hear it. I'm telling you, he's going to hear it. So for me, I'm demanding a trade in. I don't care what you do. Get me out of Houston. Period. I don't want to be here at all. Get me out of here.
So I guess my next question is going to be, how soon do you think they'll be able to get him out of Houston?
ASAP. As soon as they say not guilty, I want my trade to be the very next thing that they say out of their mouth. I want the judge to announce that bitch. As soon as they say not guilty, the very next thing the judge says, Deshaun Watson has been traded to whoever. I don't give a damn. That the judge needs to be the person. Listen, I don't even want Adam Schefter to report it. I want the judge to announce
to report it.
We are out. Clip this too as well, DeVore. Clip this. I want the judge, if Deshaun Watson is not guilty, the very next thing the judge needs to say is Deshaun Watson has been traded to such and such. Period.
And for me, that's another reason why the NBA is over the NFL, because there's a lot of shadiness in the NFL. Sometimes it makes you not even want to watch it, but then when the games come on, I change my mind. Yeah. But see, in the NBA, even if they're like that, they're very covert about it. They're very quiet about it. Like they don't like the thing with Miles Leonard, how his career is just gone right now because of what he said. That's not something that NFL would do. You know what I'm saying? Like they wouldn't do something like that. They would just sweep it under the rug.
Just really quick. Just really quick. Whatever happened with that Seattle Seahawks guy? Oh, never mind. Don't worry about it.
Exactly. You see
you
what I'm
talking
saying?
about the Wheeler?
Don't worry about it.
Okay.
Yeah.
We're talking about a guy that beat a black woman half to death, and then stood over her body and said, you're still alive?" Come on, bro. This is a disgusting, bruh. I don't even.
And this is another reason why I can't believe that this guy just. I gotta be careful. I'm sorry. I gotta calm down. I don't want to keep going. But yeah, I just hope it's not true. That's all. That's all I'm gonna say. I hope it's not true.
Yeah. Well, Deshaun, man,
Yeah, man, hang in there, brother.
Hang in there, brother. Hang in. I can't openly come out and say I'm supporting you because I might end up being wrong, and then be like, come back and say this guy supports a rapist.
Oh Lord, that's funny.
So, hey, listen, I got love for you, brother. If you see this, I got love for you, bro. Keep your head up, man. Stay strong, King.
Oh man. How many teams how many teams do you think that this lawsuit really affects? Because me as a Dolphins fan, I still want Deshaun Watson. Now, again, I don't want to be insensitive about the situation. Like these are not criminal charges; they're just civil charges. So, at the end of the day, whether found guilty or not, I think I still want him on my team.
Tell me, you better listen. What they got to do anything? Listen, once he say not guilty, the NFL, we move on to the next thing. What they got to do?
You either or, guilty or not guilty.
What? I don't want him. If he's guilty, I don't want him on my team.
Nah, I don't know about that. I don't know about that.
Why not,
bro?
Why would you want? Listen.
Just listen. Do me a favor, bro. Just act like your feet went down and just.
Just start over. I can't hear you. What was that? I can't hear you. What?
Again, it's a civil case. It's not like, regardless of how you look at it at this point, it's
DeVore. What's civil about this, bro? We got a prolific quarterback, one of the best quarterbacks in the NFL. If he's guilty, they're going to shred his ass, bro. You can forget it.
He might not even be in the league anymore.
He might not even be in the league.
But again, as far as like there's been a statement out there that said they do have evidence, but if it's not substantial evidence that states that he did those things, it's all word of mouth. And considering how you have 16 women that came out and said these things, majority rules, correct?
Yeah. Where you getting at?
So where I'm getting at is basically what happened behind closed doors that was unproven. So really, it's just word of mouth.
Okay, I get your point, but you don't want the stigma of a rapist or a man that treats women badly on your team. Like that's not going to fit. Like the fan base wouldn't like it. It's not going to happen.
He's not, bro. I'll be honest with you, bro. He's not white enough, bro. He's not Ben Roethlisberger, bro. I'm just keeping it 100. He's not white enough to be accepted if he did something like that. And I hate to keep it candid like that, bro, but what it is what it is. Yeah. He ain't light enough to be. He's not going to be welcomed in open arms. I'm telling you, bro. And we just got through talking about how the NFL ain't, even when you think about the stuff that they're doing for the Black Lives Matter movement, all the NFL doing about BLM, to be very honest with you, is throwing money out. They're not doing what the NBA doing. Did you not just, bro, think about it like this. Did you not watch the NBA All-Star Weekend and you realize how it couldn't be more obvious?
Yeah, we didn't get a chance to touch on that because they really emphasized on HBCUs and supporting Black lives.
I cannot imagine the NBA, the NFL doing something like that for the Black Lives Matter unless it's going to be something profitable. I'm telling you, bro.
Right.
They're not going to do it. They're not. They got a bunch of pale faces in high spots that's stuck in their ways that ain't going to accept that. Remember, we talking about a league that was suspending players, talking about terminating contracts for people expressing their right as citizens of a country.
We're talking about a league that ostracized and blackballed a guy just for kneeling down. That's all he did. It was a peaceful protest. He did nothing. He got cut out the league. Talking about Kaepernick. I just think that they're not socially aware of society, or either that, or they just don't give a fuck.
Oh no, they care, but they're aware. They just don't. It ain't.
Yeah.
Listen, the NFL is, when you even think about the way that the NFL is going about, even about situations that's not related to social injustices and stuff like that. Even when you think about the whole big secret with the CTE situation, how they hid that shit for so many years, bruh. They don't have a good track record, dog. The NFL does not have a good track. When you look even at history, bro, they do not have a good track record, bro. It's just terrible, bro. The NBA has always done its best. Even the MLB has done its best to acknowledge black players, because truth be told, a lot of people can talk that racist bullshit all they want, but look what we bring to the table, baby. We're some of the greatest people ever to walk this face of the earth.
We are the greatest
70%.
Man, listen. There was once named, and I'll tell you guys a quick story. There was once this man that lived, and he had a group of brothers and sisters, and they came together and they were a band. This little kid grew up to be one of the most popular people ever in U.S. history. He was so popular that he would just dance on stage, and people would pass the fuck out.
Michael Jackson
was black. Thank you, bro.
Yeah.
And that's what I want people, especially our people, to start thinking about. We have to value ourselves more, because this one black man I never seen a man stand on stage for 15 minutes standing still and people were in tears, fainting, bro.
Michael was something different, man. Jackson was something different.
I'm just saying,
man.
bro. But hey, neither here nor there.
Yeah. I agree with you.
That's fair. Any final thoughts, fellas, before we end up closing this thing out?
Go ahead, Banks.
I'm gonna say not all of us speak at once.
Nah, I normally go last on final thoughts for the most part.
Okay, so Saturday's show, I kind of want to talk about. Have y'all watched Falcon and the Winter Soldier yet?
Yeah, the first episode. Yep.
Yeah, the first episode.
I want to talk about the impact of Marvel throughout the years and how great they have been. Mostly, if y'all are into that.
Okay.
We can work that in there.
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't. It's okay so far.
I wasn't blown away by the first episode, to be honest. Like, there's very minimal information that was revealed, and that. Well, I will say this: I am happy that they made the show 45 minutes long compared to WandaVision, and which was 20 minutes, 25 minutes.
Felt like it, bro. Yeah.
So hopefully, you didn't like WandaVision, Banks.
I love WandaVision, but you already know what they say. They're going to sell it in the deluxe CD. Well, they're going to add all the extra scenes, but they're going to charge you more money for it.
But WandaVision was good, though. It was good. It was really good.
Dope as
hell. It was great.
Man.
Yeah.
It was okay for me, but
what?
It was okay. It was okay.
Oh wow.
It was okay. Like, I feel like I had bigger expectations for WandaVision, and I feel like those expectations were met.
I don't know why people thought that X-Men were going to show up. That X-Men.
Now that wasn't my expectation. That definitely wasn't my expectation.
Oh my God, Wolverine!
that wasn't my expectation. But back to Falcon and Winter Soldier. Hopefully, the second episode.
Real quick, Marvel, can you guys please give us a Gambit movie? All right,
that'd be nice. That'd be nice.
Beyond nice. Can we get a Gambit movie already? Damn, what's taking so long?
We need a Fantastic Four movie now too. I mean, that's in the works, but we've been waiting forever for a good one. A good
Blade first. Blade first.
I think Blade should be a TV show, not a movie. I think
it's going to be a series.
Oh, I heard it was a movie. Okay.
Oh, really? It must have changed.
I don't know.
They got my guy that played what you call it in
Marshala.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's a bad. I can't wait.
Yeah.
Right? Hey,
That shit gonna be nice.
It's gonna. Hey, Marsala ain't no joke, boy. Hey, I can't wait. Marsala, I just know for sure he gonna hold it down, bro.
If they had anybody to replace Wesley Snipes, he was the perfect fucking cast. Fucking cast. Yeah.
Right.
Marshall's my guy. I believe he's my top black actor right now.
Yeah, I'll have to put what you call up there too, but maybe we'll use that as another topic.
Who's the other guy? Who's up there?
You got to put Michael B. Jordan up there, and the other guy that just the guy that plays.
Don't do that.
Snowfall.
Idris.
Even the guy that played in God, man, he was Frank Hammond on
Judas and the Black Messiah.
Yeah, what's his name? That guy there ain't no joke, boy. He played in Us and everything. That boy ain't no joke, man.
Yeah, he ain't no joke. So Marshala and him are my top two right now.
You better respect that boy. Yeah, that boy.
Most of the black men actors are not even American nowadays. Not that there's nothing wrong with that, but it's pretty decent. The British black actors are great.
Oh, you said they're British.
Yeah.
They're British.
They're British. Yeah.
Sure, oh, mate. Well, that's Australian, mate.
Well, all right, Bakes, what you got for us for final thoughts, man?
Yeah, man. So, final thoughts, man. I know this show was probably a little bit on the controversial side. I mean, we kind of got a little personal, whatever. But at the end of the day, man, we're all about equality. We're all about treating people fair and nice. And whether you're black, white, Puerto Rican, Asian, purple, green, yellow, blue, you matter to me. Your life matters. But, most importantly, Black lives matter. Again, not saying that your life doesn't matter, but I'm just saying consider us. That's first things first. Second, Deshaun, keep your head up, bro. If you happen to see this, keep your head up. Again, I can't publicly come out and say, hey, man, but keep your head up. And let's just wait things out, man. Let's not be so quick to judge one another. Sometimes it's best to just let all the details come out before we start to, point fingers and blame and da-da-da-da. But it's been fun. I know, like I said, I haven't been around as often because I got a lot of stuff going on behind the scenes. Like I said, I have another show that I'm running called My Brother's Keeper, which is, doing very well itself. I would like to have you guys on the show one day whenever that opportunity presents itself. So we can talk more, And the My Brother's Keeper show is more on the mental side of things. As you guys know, it's all about, me trying to get more men comfortable with who they are, being able to sit down like this and talk and just have a guys talk, man. Because, bros, we're dying too young. We're not caring about ourselves. We need to start really focusing on our mental health. And I'm a big advocate of that. I'm a super big advocate about mental awareness and mental health. We have to start taking that shit a lot more serious, man, because we're killing ourselves, man. We're killing ourselves. So hopefully you guys watch this and you didn't look at it negatively. It's all positive, hopefully. And we appreciate the feedback and the support. I think everybody who has come out every single day, seems like Jay Hearn is here all the time. I appreciate you, buddy, man. My brother from another mother, my light-skinned brother. I appreciate you, bro. I definitely got to find a nicer gift for you, too. I might buy you a Rolex or something. No, I'm joking. I can't afford a Rolex.
I want my Rolex first.
The boy's like, all this goddamn work I put in, I better get a damn Rolex.
I want my Rolex. Where am I at?
Hey, listen. Yours is better, bro. I'll be at your wedding or something like that soon. So
shit, that motherfucker. Man, maybe at my wedding, that motherfucker better be on a white pillow.
Hey, man, you never know, bro. You never know what I got planned, bro. I'm just saying. Nah, I'm joking, man. Hey, it's been fun, bro. I'm happy to be back, tickling with you guys. Can't wait till Saturday's episode. I should be able to do it. I had the kids this weekend, but I should be able to come back, man. But thank y'all boys for holding it down while I was out, man. I appreciate y'all, man. Y'all been amazing, bro.
No problem, brother. Got you.
Man, I do want my Rolly though. That kind of like that grabbed my attention
I'll try to find some 2-for-1s, bro.
So what?
I'll try to find some 2-for-1s.
Okay, yeah, get a 2-for-1. I'm not picky.
What up, Shake? Hey, man, look at Shake. Shake, what's happening, brother? Sorry we missed you tonight, man.
Shake probably
Enjoy
drunk
that
out of his
Hennessy
mind
shot,
right
brother.
now. Yeah, he probably drunk out of his mind right now.
Right, he probably super drunk, but he's not on the show either. Hey, you're not getting paid today, bro, because you called out and you came to work. I just know when you call out, you're not supposed to show up to work, Shake. How do you call out and still come to work? What is that about? Obviously, you're in good health.
So 9 p.m. Eastern time, Saturday evening is going to be the next show. Again, we appreciate everybody.
And really quick, I'm so sorry, DeVore. I'm so sorry, my bad, brother. I want to give a huge shout out to our boy Havoc. Havoc shared some great news with us via Twitter today. He's back in school, continuing his education, trying to, become better at what he does. So kudos to my boy Havoc. Way to go, bro.
Good job, Havoc.
Hey, man, salute to you, man. Good luck to you, bro. We support you, brother. As always, you're more than welcome to come back to the show. He's not going to be around as often on Wednesdays anymore, guys, because he's going to be in school throughout the week. But he's going to be a part of us on Saturdays. But we miss you, man, and hopefully you can get back to us soon.
1,000%.
Agreed. Yeah.
1,000%. We miss that energy. But again, you can catch us on this Saturday, 9 p.m. Eastern time. Again, we appreciate everybody that came through this evening. Also, all the subs. Be sure to hit that like button. This is the Not for Debate. We up out of here, man.
Appreciate y'all.
Peace.